You know, I was thinking while I was doing uh, that promo for Glary. You know, because honestly, I like the fact that he's doing Scourge of Darkness because Scourge, he never gets any real attention anymore. You know, most other Sonic fans just write him off as a goddamn recolor when really there's a lot more to him than just being Sonic's lookalike or just being his evil double. There's a real story behind why he is the way he is. And I really kind of, and I don't know why. I don't know why I love doing his voice so much. I really can't give you a honest answer on that one. I think maybe it's because, because unlike Shadow, which is supposed to be like Sonic's like mirror double, and people always say like Shadow's like an evil Sonic. No, he isn't. Scourge is an evil Sonic, and it just I don't know having an actual evil Sonic that isn't Sonic.exe. It's just great because with Scourge, at least with Scourge, you kind of get a little bit of his backstory when um you start to actually get a little bit of his backstory when he tries to sneak in the night to try and get Sonic. And Jules basically goes, Actually, you know what? I can show you. Why do some people ask me why do I give Scourge such a raspy voice? I don't know because I always see Scourge as kind of an angsty one of those angsty motherfucking rockers. And whenever I envision that, I kind of have Scourge sound a little bit like this. I try not to go over too much to sound like, so he sounds like fucking Christopher, you know, like what's his name? What the guy who voiced the guy who was Batman in the Batman in the Dark Knight Rises and Dark Knight. I can't remember his name. Christian Bale. Christian Bale. But I like giving him this kind of raspy voice because it just works for him. It was actually originally one of my other characters' voice, Raph, which is supposed to be the evil version of Bugsy John Kuro. But I'm starting to think of giving him a different voice because this voice will always belong to Scourge. Basically. Like I already do, like how Caliban's voice sounds like in my head. Kind of like that. Kind of like this. Like just a very more sinister version of Chappie when I really think about it. Like how I do Chappie's voice and how his voice is. I just make it. I make um like it's like Chappie's voice. Like the way I do Caliban's voice is like a more sinister version of Chappie's voice. But yeah. Um and maybe I'm probably setting up something where Chappie is like a good version of Caliban for another universe. You don't know. Maybe I'm doing something. I don't know. I don't know. But anyways. Sorry for screwing around with you. Sorry for screwing around with you guys. But I'll need to see this because this is the real reason. This is the real reason I think I'm interested in Scourge. I mean, I wasn't really interested in Scourge until I saw this issue. Like, I was like, oh, he's just an evil Sonic. Okay. But this really gave him another dimension to his character that I feel like should have been explored a little bit more.
Jules. Hey there, Dad.
Given how late it is, I'm guessing this isn't a cordial visit.
Just some late-night surprise pummeling.
I almost died saving my son once.
You want a medal?
No. I want you to understand I will do what it
Like,
takes to keep
Scourge, basically, like, Scourge is disrespectful. Like, yeah, Jules is like saying, I almost died saving my son once. And, you know, Scourge is just being disrespectful, saying, do you want a medal?
my son's safe.
Cute. Trying to prove you're not afraid of me?
What's to be afraid of? This world is full of heroic beings that fight a single great evil. That tells me your world is full of cowards, each doing their part to ruin their world. That's why you don't scare me, because I know at your core you're a coward too.
Coward? I conquered a planet on my own.
And the fact that Scourge really has to always mention the fact that he conquered a planet on his own. Because that's the only thing he could really be proud of.
You brought a different brand.
Even though, you know, he shouldn't be proud of that. All he did was really just beat everybody into submission. And Scourge was basically the most powerful thing in his universe, so...
Ruination.
Try again, Pops. On my world, we had a time called the Great Peace. My dad was a part of it. He brought everyone together in one big group hug. 10 years later, everything has stagnated and fallen apart. I didn't ruin the world. I woke it up.
See, now this is what I really want to know about Scourge. Like, when he said that, did he mean that he destroyed it, or did the others destroy it? We don't really get an answer, but it's kind of implied that he did. But I want to know more about. I feel like we should know a little bit more about Scourge on that front, because there's like so much to that story we never got.
That's your answer to it all? Violent takeover and anarchy?
Not really anarchy, since everyone bows to me. Since you seem so hung up on the correlations, how do you like this one? Sonic
I want to do this real quick. Since you seem so hung up on the correlations, how do you like this? Science Dad isn't really a Mobian anymore. My dad simply isn't. Why I do this line in my Scourge voice is because that's when I started to really imagine how Scourge would actually sound.
Dad isn't really a Mobian anymore. My dad simply isn't.
Are you trying to shock me? Intimidate? That falls short when the mighty world-conquering king has to sneak in during the middle of the night to get a leg up on my boy.
Sonic's good at smashing bots. Wanna see what I can do?
I am not your father. I was on the front lines of the Great War. I won't go quietly. And while you may not care about the loss of your jewels, I'm certain my son will be very upset.
Do you want that?
Do you want that on your head too?
Think about that. Think about why Scourge cries. He never has any kind of remorse for anything that he does. But when he talked to Jules, when Jules stood up against him and said, I'm not your father, I stand in the front lines of Great War. And he's like, you want that on your head too? It makes me really wonder, what was his relationship with his father? They always implied that Scourge killed him, but I don't think so. It's actually Scourge showing actual fucking remorse, and we never see that ever again. And still to this day, I still wonder what was his relationship to his father. because it doesn't seem like it was abusive, and it doesn't seem like Scourge didn't respect him. And I mean, in one of the when he said, we worked together for the great peace, I feel like his jewels ignored Scourge, and that's probably the way he acted the way he did, and maybe when everything stagnated and falls apart, he's like, that's when he thought, like, what does heroism get you, Blue? When Scourge said that line, he's really referring to that, which makes me want to know more about Scourge's past, because I already know Sonic's past in the comic. I want to know Scourge's, because I feel like there's something there that we're not getting, or maybe it's just me reading into something that isn't there. But the fact that Scourge is crying and actually showing remorse is something truly to behold. That's why I'm so interested in him, because there's something secretive to Scourge that we just don't know. But that's just me. I'm Bugsy. Like always, keep it chaotic, folks. You know I will. See you guys soon. Hey, may the Archie Sonic Online crew might actually talk about this a little bit. I don't know. Maybe if I ask about it, maybe I might get an answer. Who knows? See you guys later. Bye, folks.